Smoking should be banned to build a happy and prosperous country. Smoking is a practice of inhaling smoke from burned plant materials. Nicotine works on your brain to create a relaxing and pleasurable feeling that makes it hard to quit. But smoking tobacco puts you at risk for cancer, stroke, heart attack, lung disease, and other health issues. Smoking also affects non-smokers as well. Passive smoking means breathing in other people's tobacco smoke. Passive smoking increases the risk of illness in children, including asthma, bronchitis, and pneumonia. Apparently, tobacco kills 700 million people around the world each year, and not to mention that it includes 890,000 non-smokers, or basically passive smokers, who are exposed to the tobacco smoke. In China alone, tobacco kills 1 million people annually. More than 700 million people are exposed to secondhand smoke every single day, resulting in 100,000 deaths every year. Now, smoking can also affect a person's physical appearance. Smoking can damage eye blood vessels, creating a bloodshot appearance in the eye while causing irritation. Prolonged smoking causes noticeable discoloration of the fingers and fingernails, on the other hand used to hold cigarettes. In some extreme cases, cancer of the lips, tongue, gums can cause severe disfiguration. Now, tobacco doesn't negatively impact the health of individuals, it also endangers the health of the environment. E-cigarettes and cigarette butts can make its way into the environment where it pollutes water, air, land with toxic chemicals, heavy metals, and residual nicotine. On top of that, it also has a negative impact on people's work life, studies, and love life as well. Now, you might feel like banning it is the best decision ever made in human history, blah blah. Hold your horses, darling. Try to think hypothetically. Now, as we know, smoking has become an adult right, so we cannot just ban it out of the blue. We definitely need to think about the result of banning in the upcoming future. What will happen if we ban smoking? It will definitely have a positive impact on the environment, but what will happen to those people who were already addicted to it? Many psychiatric inpatient units have banned smoking. The author suggests that problems associated with implementation of smoking policies in these settings have been underreported. Over a 2-year period after implementation of smoking ban on inpatient units at Veterans Affairs Medical Center, an estimated 20 to 25% patients who smoked had difficulty adjusting to the ban, and some patients experienced major disruption in their treatment. 4 cases illustrating problems in treating highly disturbed nicotine-dependent patients are presented. The authors recommended that inpatient settings where smoking is banned should accommodate patients who cannot tolerate abrupt smoking sessions by providing smoking areas or allowing off-unit smoking breaks. Some critics contend that banning smoking in some places just leaves smokers no choice but do it somewhere else. They mentioned that this can even lead to increased cases of DUI fatalities, since smokers might drive to other places just so they can smoke. Now, in some extreme cases, highly addicted people can even commit crimes from not getting to smoke. It can even lead to self-harm, sometimes suicides as well. Now, you might say that people would get along with the ban, but what about those people who lost their lives from it? You can definitely never ever let that slide. And of course, lives are never ever that cheap to be ignored. Once someone or a race is in addiction, you think banning is the solution. Let's say you ban smoking. What do you think will happen to those people who were already addicted to it? They'll just start living their happy lives without smoking and anything? Hell no. People will start committing various crimes just so they can smoke. They can even start consuming even worse drugs, such as heroin and many other drugs that are really popular in our country. And so the whole country will turn into a chaos. Now, you might say that you can put laws against it, but do you think you can handle a whole race who are addicted to smoking by just putting laws? You can never ever handle a big situation, a big chaos like that. And I'm definitely here not with the problem only. Since smoking causes a lot of problem in our lives, we need to try to reduce the damage. And the reason behind I stated so many problems caused by smoking is that to make my opposition team understand that we are not unaware of the problems of the health diseases, of the chaos that smoking has been causing. But still, as I already mentioned, why smoking cannot be banned to build a happy and prosperous country, I think it's time to give the solution of this problem. We can make smoking a licensed activity to prevent the minors from smoking. We can also keep data on the purchase of cigarettes or vapes or other smoking substance so that nobody gets the chance to overuse it. We can also replace cigarettes with vapes which are considered less harmful. We can restrict with no smoking policies or smoking restriction rules to reduce passive smoking as well, which can even reduce the chance of illness such as pneumonia, bronchitis in children. Also, we can convince people that smoking is injurious to health from a very young age so that they don't even get the idea of smoking in the nearest future. But banning it cannot be the solution as it will create chaos in the country and might even take lives. Now I believe I managed to explain and prove why banning smoking cannot be the solution. And now the question that my opposition speaker left for me, um, I mean not the question exactly, the thing that my opposition speaker left for me that some offices has banned smoking in their work times, and they think that it is helping a lot as they are putting more and more attention to their works, but they ban smoking in the office times. It can sometimes make the office hours more useful and less time consuming, but they will definitely go outside and smoke at the end of the day. You can never ever stop from that happening. And also, as I already mentioned, that we can also provide smoking breaks or smoking breaks for the people who are addicted to it and who cannot be mentally stable without consuming it for long. Thank you so much for your kind attention. I appreciate you, honorable speaker, for giving me a chance to talk on this topic. And with all that, I would like to end my speech with the very last statement that banning smoking cannot help build a happy and prosperous country.